There's a total of 5 new launches in the east, namely in Tampines and Pasir Ris, spread across 2025 and 2026. And here's why you should start getting ready for these exciting launches. Let's go. So here's the 5 land that is coming up in the east. Namely, there will be 1 EC, or actually 2 ECs in Tampines, 1 integrated transport hub in Tampines North, 1 EC in Pasir Ris Beach, and 1 last one. Where? So here are 5 lands that is coming to the Pasir Ris and Tampines. Namely, there will be 2 ECs, 1 integrated transport hub, 1 mixed development, and the last one will be a Sea View EC in Pasir Ris. Let's break it down. Okay, the first one will be this EC that is right beside Tentative. You can see from the master plan here that this EC is very near the Tampines North MRT station. And this is the only EC that is so close to not only this new MRT station, it is also very nearby the upcoming integrated transport hub. This MRT station, Tampines North, will be completed likely in 2030. So for this EC to fully utilize this MRT, they will only need to wait at about 2 years, assuming the TOP is 2028. It is the nearest EC to the new MRT to date. It is easily a 50-meter walk away, and it is so close to the upcoming integrated transport hub. So it's a rare chance for you to enter in this EC market, and don't miss. Not only has MRT convenience, it also has a short walk away to a gigantic park where you can see here. It will link all the way to Sun Plaza Park, where you will find it in Tampines Central. Not only that, if you like to visit those gigantic shopping malls, we have IKEA, Giant, and Courts, just a short 5-minute cycle away. Okay, last but not least, this just came in that MPark released a cycling route called the Eastern Corridor, connecting Pasir Ris Beach all the way cutting through Tampines, and it will link you to Bedok and East Coast Park. So when do I think that it will launch? If you look at the land award date, likely we add 15 months to it, this EC will likely launch first quarter 2025. And what will be the price range for this EC? So calculating the land cost plus the construction cost plus the GST this year, the launch price will likely fall between 1,005 to 1,006 per square feet. So hopefully it will be within this range or even lesser. Next up, Tampines Avenue 11. This is a very interesting land whereby it's already bought by Capital Land and UOL. So it's a gigantic land. As you can see that this is actually double the size of Tampines Mall and Century Square combined. Okay, let that sink in. This is a very gigantic land coming right beside Tampines North MRT. So this ITH is going to build a bus interchange, and it's going to build a hawker center as well. So this is a pure ITH where it's directly connected to Tampines North MRT. Okay, and not only that, we have 2 very reputable developers combining and joining forces to build this ITH for the residents, which is namely Capital Land and UOL. This development can be as big as 1,000 units strong, and it can be the biggest ITH in the whole of Singapore. Not forgetting this MRT, or I would say Tampines North, is just 1 station away to the upcoming Paya Lebar Air Base, which is, you can see from the left side of Tampines North. And I believe there may be more than 1 or 2 stations within Paya Lebar Air Base itself. And as we know, Paya Lebar is going to move by 2030. What if you move in and you can see all the transformation happening just 1 station away from you? If you'd like to know how to identify an ITH, which is an integrated transport hub, there is a card over there. You can take a look at the video I did previously on how to identify what is an ITH. So what will be the indicated launch date? I would say if all the approval will be in time, they might even launch end of 2024. So if you look at the timeline right now, it might be even launching before the EC in Tampines North. So by the end of this year, you will be seeing a lot of hype in the East. And how much do I think that it will launch at? If you look at the far west, where Jayden, the one beside Jurong East MRT station, launching at average 2,450 per square feet, and it is not even an ITH. This ITH in Tampines North, where it is stone throw away to the future transformation Paya Lebar airbase, and to the right, you will link directly to the new Terminal 5 at Changi Airport. So for this, I would say it might be even costing the same or even higher. So based on the Jayden result, and it is the same developer, CapitaLand, will it launch at the same price at 2,450 per square feet? Well, we have to wait and see. But what if they launch at a very highly discounted price at 2003 to 2004?
Wow!
Right after the two Tampines launches, you will be seeing this Pasir Ris EC, which is direct facing the beach, launching beside NTUC Downtown East. So this EC is considered one of the last plot of land that is launched beside Sea Strand, Ripple Bay, Siesta, Watercolors, and Sea Horizon, where the last two is ECs. So what happened is that this new land, you can see that it's the nearest to Downtown East and considered the nearest to Pasir Ris MRT station. And not forgetting, it has a super rare view of the sea, whereby you don't see expressway passing you by, like those in East Coast Park. So to me, this EC is very well received for those who like lifestyle, whereby a resort is just beside you, a beach is in front of you, and you can see the sea every single day. And not forgetting, there will be a new shopping mall called Pasir Ris Mall coming up, whereby it's the ITH of Pasir Ris, and this Pasir Ris station will be an interchange to Cross Island Line as well, where there will be a direct access to the future Paya Lebar airbase and the upcoming Terminal 5 in Changi Airport. So will there be hype for this land? I will say so for people who like quiet facing, sea view, and I think this is the best retirement home you can find in Singapore. So when will this land likely launch? The land tender will start May 2024. So we give it about the land awarded in September 2024, and you add 15 months to it, it will only be able to launch in 2026 first quarter. So for interested buyers, I think you need to wait more than a year until 2026, then you can purchase this EC in Pasir Ris. And how much do I think it will launch at? I believe the developer is a wait and see approach currently for the EC market, and as we know, the EC prices are getting higher and higher as the land costs grow higher and higher. So I think this developer, the one who bought this Pasir Ris land, will look at Tampines North Pasir B, because you must know they will launch 1 year after this Tampines EC launches. And if the East has been hyped up because of the ITH in Avenue 11, you will be seeing this price will be similar to Tampines Pasir B or even higher, which is 1,550 to 1,650. Okay, it's a bit high, huh? Do consider subscribing to my channel, because when the information is out, I will do a careful analysis of individual projects. Number 4 in the block will be this Tampines West mixed development. So this land is actually zoned right beside the existing Tampines West MRT, and it will be zoned as a mixed development. So meaning to say that it will not be a HDB, and there will be condo, below will be a shopping area. So good news for those Tampines West residents, especially those Temasek Poly students or those staying in Bedok Reservoir. There will be a new shopping mall coming up. So if you can see, this land is actually just 30 seconds to the entrance of Tampines West MRT station. So you just cross the road and the entrance is right there. So you cannot command any nearer to the MRT station, even though this is not a direct connection. Okay, and not only that, you are staying in Tampines West, whereby there's 2 neighborhood center and a SAFRA right on the right side of you. So basic amenities is all taken care of, and also you are within 1 kilometer to one very good school, which is St. Hilda's. But sadly, you're not within one click to the red swastika in Bedok. But however, you have 2 kilometers, so give and take. And if you fancy the beach and water and park, we do not have Pasir Ris Park nearby, but we are just 2 bus stops away to the Bedok Reservoir. To the Bedok Reservoir Park. Okay, so why is this land so special? As we zoom in, we can see that it's actually very nearby Changi Hospital. Okay, the reason why nearing hospital is very important is because there's a lot of working professionals like doctors, nurses, and IT professionals. They would like to rent or stay nearby their workplace. So at the end of the day, this will increase your rentability and your profit margin when you get to sell. This land will only tender in June 2024. So we add 1.5 years to it for the preparation and paperwork. It will likely launch earliest 4th quarter in 2025. So take note, this land will only launch after the Tampines Avenue 11 ITH and the Tampines North Pasir Ris EC. How much will it launch at? So in N2025, when the ITH is commanding the landmark price of 2,450, for example, this mixed development will launch 2003 to 2004 as a mid-range mixed development right beside MRT. But I may be wrong, it may be even higher. So we have to wait and see. Last but not least, there will be an EC in Tampines West as well. So just now we talked about the mixed development, and now zoom down a little bit diagonally to the mixed development end. This land will be zoned for executive condo. So we take a look at this EC comparing with the Tampines North Pasir Ris. This EC is also sharing the same characteristics. We have a mixed development shopping mall beside. We have a MRT within 5 minutes walking distance. But one thing that they don't have is that they are not beside an expressway. Sorry, Pasir Ris. Okay, but we took a look at this land itself. It actually is beside a B2 industrial, which is the existing Tampines Industrial Park A. Some people would not like to stay beside industrial, but it is a very subjective issue. But thankfully, it is quieter. And this MRT is an underground MRT, even though the track is beside. So there will be no noise, you'll be quiet, and you'll be convenient. This EC is actually sharing the same characteristics as the mixed development, whereby it is 1 kilometer to St. Hilda's, it is stone throw away to MRT station, it has a shopping mall nearby 2 neighborhood centers. How much do I think it will launch at? So if it is sharing the similar characteristic as the Tampines North Pasir Ris, I believe this will launch same price or even higher, because this land will only be able to launch earliest 2nd quarter 2026. So meaning to say, it will also sharing the same characteristic as Pasir Ris, whereby they launch after the mixed development launch. I always educate my buyers saying that if you are the developer of this EC, you're seeing the mixed development beside you selling at that specific price, will you still sell cheap? Or will you try to match their price but sell at the EC discounted price? So meaning to say, let me summarize why this 5 land is very exciting and why you should pay attention is that firstly, the eastern side has very limited launches. The current launch like Sky Eden and Seneca in Tanah Merah is selling fast and very limited stock. But there are people who like to stay in the far east, which is Tampines and Pasir Ris. And after Tenet, there will be no more launches. So these 5 will be the upcoming one. And for buyers, that if you are preparing for these ECs, make sure your income cannot exceed 16,000. So if you need any help, you can find me in the description below. I can give you my tips and tricks how to keep it within 16K. So in summary, this 5 land is the long-awaited land in Tampines and Pasir Ris for the residents in this area to upgrade or to enjoy. If you're keen for any of the land, we can start preparing today. Let me know if you need assistance. I will tell you how the EC balloting works or even the private condo, and start preparing based on your finances. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.